We are glad we got you today again on the Power Circuit. The transmission company of Nigeria, TCN, brings you this program to enlighten you the more about its mandate of transmitting bulk electricity in Nigeria. I am Amara Agugoisi, and together we'll get the best of this time. Here are the headlines. TCN Governing Board inspects delivery of 22 power transformers, other equipment. Oshobo Transmission Substation gets new 300 MVA power transformer. TCN acquires advanced fire protection system for substations. We bet you would love this episode of the Power Circuits. The Governing Board of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, has commended the management for the historic stocking of the Ojo Central Store in Lagos with 22 brand new power transformers, spare parts and critical equipment. More of the equipment have also arrived at the Lagos port for onward delivery to the store, while some will be deployed to various ongoing project sites for installation. Some other equipment would be kept in the store to serve as spares for future use.
Speaking during an inspection of the TCN Central Store, the Technical and Monetary Committee of the Governing Board, led by the committee chairman, Nsima Ekere, described the equipment as the highest of such in the company's history. They include 22 power transformers, haulage trucks, transmission switchgear spare parts, 45 units of earthing transformers, suspension clamps, vibration dampers, armor rods, circuit breakers, current transformer, voltage transformers, 100-ton crane truck heads, among others. Commenting on the historic delivery, Mr. Ekere lauded TCN for the record stock delivery to the store.
I want to say that we are very, very impressed with what we've seen here. On arrival, we've seen loads of equipment that gives me hope that the new dawn that we've been expecting in TCN is here. From the scissors lifts, we saw about 30 of them. We also saw the mobile transformer reconditioning facilities, all kinds of things. We saw conductors, isolators, and all the equipment. We also saw some very giant transformers. These are all to improve the capacity of TCN and the efficiency in doing their work.
Mr. Ekere said that with the massive stock at the TCN Central Store, the capacity of TCN to wheel power is definitely being enhanced.
With all the projects going on, the transmission expansion projects of TCN, at the end of the day, we can very easily in the next 2-3 years double our capacity.
With this, TCN can now ensure constant maintenance of the grid due to availability of spares. Also, expansion and prompt scheduled maintenance of the grid will ensure a more efficient and effective transportation of bulk electricity to distribution load centers nationwide for the benefit of Nigerians. The projects, when completed, will further enhance the quality and stability of bulk supply, as well as a longer hours of power supply.
We'll be right back after this break.
$6.5 there.
Guys, I have a business that can change our lives.
Business?
Business that can change our lives.
Guys, if money is involved, take it. But you don't know the kind of business.
Business is business.
Okay, my guy. That's you. No.
Real money, and there's a big market for it.
Wait, is it vandalism that you have brought me here to do?
Yes!
Something that can take me to jail. Something that can destroy our economy and spoil what the government wants to achieve.
Real money.
I can't. See this man. I can't.
Even you.
Shut up your mouth. I will never go to jail. Vandalism. God forbid. God forbid.
Look at the people I want to help.
What do you need? Come here.
I beg
What do you
you.
need?
Please, Oga, I beg you. I beg you. This is the handwork of the devil. Please.
Be part of our economic growth. Do not destroy electricity power installations. Do not destroy government effort to provide electricity for all. Report any suspicious person found stealing or loitering around power installations to any security operatives close to you or to the nearest transmission company of Nigeria office.
This message is brought to you by the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, transmitting electricity in the most efficient and effective manner.
Nigeria is on the drive to increase access to electricity, and one of the implementing agencies of this goal is the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN. Just recently, the management has delivered the 300 MVA power transformer to the 330, 132, 33 kilovolts Oshobo transmission substation in Osun State. Officials say this is to increase the bulk power capacity of the substation, which is a critical asset for the power transmission network.
This is the 330, 132, 33 kilovolts Oshogo substation of TCN, where a brand new 300 MVA power transformer has been allocated to. As the power transformer arrived with their accessories, officials at the substation were excited about this. Assistant General Manager Transmission at the Oshogo sub-region of TCN, Engineer Kolade Adelakun, said it was an exciting time for TCN staff at the substation.
Today we are taking delivery of our long-awaited 300 MVA 330 132 33 kV transformer here in TCN Oshogo sub-region. We are expecting that the transformer is going to really boost our power delivery in TCN Oshogo region.
Not too long, a power transformer was delivered to the substation, but Engineer Delakun said that was a 100 MVA transformer, noting the present arrival has 3 times that capacity.
That time we had a 100 MVA 132 33 kV transformer. We call that one 48. This one we call it 47. That's smaller. This transformer that comes now, we transform from 330 kilovolts to 132 kilovolts. That other one is a 132 33 kilovolts transformer. It's a smaller rated transformer, 132 33 kV transformer. This one is a 330 132 33 kV transformer.
Another exciting thing about the new delivery of the 300 MVA power transformer is that the space and accessories are ready for instant installation and the energizing of the equipment.
We have some civil work that has been done. We have the plinth, the transformer plinth has been constructed appropriately and adequately. And you can see it over there. That's where the transformer is going to sit. That's why it's going to sit on the plinth. And all the accessories for this transformer has arrived before the transformer itself comes in. It's a good day for us.
Upon arrival of a 300 power transformer, The workers were ready to take all the safety precautions to unload the power equipment. The principal manager, Transmission Osogbo Sub-Region, Engineer Samuel Alade, also made remarks about the historic power equipment delivery at the substation.
This is part of the efforts of the federal government and TCN at large in improving power delivery to the populace, to the community around this environment. The transformer in question alone, when completed, would have increased the wheeling capacity of this station by more than 40%. I need to be specific, some 43 to 54.5% available capacity will be delivered by this station once this project is done. We have our hopes up, believing that at the rate at which TCN is pursuing most of these projects, this one will be delivered on time, and we can completely put pay to all the suppressed load that are being advocated by the distribution company around us here. We want to say we are more than ready to deliver power to the public.
I'm Engineer Mahamoud, the General Manager Transmission Osogbo. Right now we are at Osogbo Transmission Station. This is 330 132 kV transmission station. And as you can see behind me, we are at the reactor side, the new reactor that was supplied for installation at the substation, 75 MX. Basically, this is part of the effort being made by the transmission company of Nigeria in its bid to upgrade the wheeling capacity of the grid.
Today, we have just taken delivery of yet another major power system equipment, a shunt reactor. This is a 75 MX 330 kV reactor. Its purpose is to suppress high voltage in the system. This further lays credence to the good effort of the TCN management, and of course, ably assisted by the federal government of Nigeria in ensuring quality power delivery to the populace.
The power circuit continues in a moment. Kindly stay with us.
Oh my God, what caused this fire? Eh? Hey, God help us. Assuming this thing happened in the night, nobody from this building would have come out alive.
Madam, hey, this is why we have warned landlords not to erect structures under the high voltage lines. If this high voltage line fell on the ground, nothing would have happened. But because this structure has been wrongly erected and the high voltage line fell on it, that is why whatever has happened has happened. We advise landlords to always consult the Transmission Company of Nigeria on their safety compliance on the right of way, so that something like this does not happen again.
Oga, we are talking of burnt house and you are talking of right of way. What is right of way and safety compliance?
Safety compliance simply means before erecting any structure around any electricity tower or line, there are safety distances you must adhere to. These safety distances are 25 meters on both sides of the electric tower in the case of a 330 kV, 15 meters on both sides of the electric tower in the case of a 132 kV, and 7.5 meters on both sides of the electric tower in the case of a 33/. 11 kV. These stipulated safety distance instructions are what we call right of way. If these simple, basic safety distances are adhered to, trust me, there will be less loss of property and lives resulting from cut transmission lines.
Visit Transmission Company of Nigeria office nearest to you for your safety regulations before erecting structures. Let us save lives and properties and build a stronger Nigeria. This message is from the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, transmitting electricity in the most efficient and effective manner.
The acquisition of an advanced fire protection system by the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, has been described as a proactive step by the management towards preventing incidents and improving on the quality of bulk power transmission from the substations. This is according to Engineer Musa Shuaibu, who is the Assistant General Manager, Transmission, Apo Sub-Region of the TCN Abuja region.
Speaking at the 132-33 kilovolt Katampe transmission substation during a fire protection system preventive maintenance and training, the Assistant General Manager Transmission, Engineer Musa Shuaibu, said installation of a fire system protection for the substation was part of the TCN precautionary maintenance schedule.
The fire protector attached to the transformer, there's an alarm that came on and refused to reset. So we now quickly asked the operation duty to file an emergency outage so that we can quickly come and check. Because TCN as a policy make sure that everything that has to do with transformer protection is being given the priority, just like every other switch gears we have. So we quickly come down here to see how we can look at what the problem is and arrest it quickly.
Engineer Shuaibu further explained the function of the fire protection system for transformers in a power substation.
Like the power protector, fire protector device is a kind of mechanical protector attached to the transformer, such that when you have an issue of fire outbreak, instead of allowing the fire the transformer to explode, it tends to suppress the fire, that is, suppress the transformer from exploding. That equally will help, if at all, if there's anything like that, to see that the transformer is being brought back to life. Because most of the time when you have fire outbreak on transformers, it's gone forever. But with this technology now, what it does is I tend to suppress and limit that explosion and the losses that might come in as associated with that transformer consign.
Once there is such operation, the various departments of TCN in the Abuja region comprising the electrical and the protection and control work together to enhance their capacities under the guidance of the representative of the original equipment manufacturer of the power transformer.
Once in a while, like the Nigerian representative here, do call round to ask, do you have any issue? We say no, we should tell him, I do advise us on what to do in terms of maintenance.
The TCN official noted that there is a new agreement between the TCN management and the original supplier of the fire protection system and maintenance for the installed power transformer to train the in-house engineers of TCN.
The training is incorporated. You can see it's going to be a double advantage, most especially for us in Abuja, and equally round, because I asked him, the Nigerian representative, the way you call me, do you call every other person? He said yes. In fact, he just finished calling other people before calling me, that he does that. And equally, this will be an opportunity for us. It's not only here. I think there are about most of the 150 MVAs we have and other transformers we have. The management says they need to install these devices. So what they are doing now is, as they are doing it, they'll be training our staffs.
The Nigerian representative of Segui Transformer Protector France, Engineer Ahmed Usman, also spoke about the training exercise on the fire protection system.
The transformer explosion and fire prevention technology manufactured by Segui France is a preventive technology. It prevents transformer from explosion and going up in flames. Basically, let's be able to understand this very well. It is a preventive technology. In fact, it's about one of the best in the world. It's adopted by several countries. In fact, ESCOM South Africa have chosen it as their only protection technology in the whole of their system. And thank God, Nigeria is imbibing the culture now, and gradually TCN, in its own wisdom, is beginning to implement the system gradually in the system. And for us, it's a welcome development.
The team worked through the protection system, the transformers and other equipment at the switchyard. At the control room of the 132 kilovolt Katampe substation in Abuja, the team also looked at the protection control panels, ensuring that every section of them were in top shape.
There's a reset button. When they reset, they refuse to reset, we said leave it out. Quickly we have to bring them here. So this one, what we're having, this panel, what we're having here is just the monitor of what is happening right inside the transformer. There's a connection between that the hardware and this panel, which is the software. So anything that is happening there, you are seeing here.
Verify that land before you buy it. To drastically reduce the incidence of building under the transmission right-of-way or encroaching on designated TCN land, members of the public are hereby requested to verify land near or along transmission line route before purchasing it. Verification should be made in the Land Development Authority or at the TCN office. This would help in drastically reducing the incidence of building under transmission line right-of-way and save us all the problem of pulling down the structure or truncating transmission line expansion projects in your community due to court injunction. Help us serve you better. Verify that land before you buy it.
We stock our stores because we understand the dynamics of sustaining electricity supply services. At TCN, our driving force is to serve customers more efficiently by quickly responding to needs and cutting down times with adequate space in our stores. TCN transmitting bulk electricity in the most efficient and effective manner.
That is it on this edition. But let's have the headlines again. TCN Governing Board inspects delivery of 22 power transformers of their equipment at Lagos store. Oshobo Transmission Substation gets new 300 MVA power transformer. TCN acquires advanced fire protection system for substations. We urge you to keep in touch with us on the TCN YouTube channel and these other platforms. We welcome all responses from you as it helps the company to drive its power transmission expansion plan for the good of Nigeria. I am Amara Agugoesi saying hello.